Welcome to 24-Hour Sports. You are now here with Daryl Green. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today's topic is how Joe Burrow has stormed into the NFL MVP race. The only knock against him right now is that his team is just not that good. Their defense is just not that good. Their offense, they're getting back on track. The reason that I believe he's in the MVP race, we have to look at it. When I say most valuable player, I mean the guy who, if you take them away from their team, what does that team become? If we take Josh Allen, I believe with that defense, with that receiving core, you could put a competent quarterback and they would put up good numbers. With the Jalen Hurts and that offense, that running game, I believe you could put an athletic quarterback in that system and he will put up competent numbers. We look at Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. If you take Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow off of their NFL teams, that team goes into a trash fire. So that's what I mean when I say most valuable player. And Joe Burrow, he's been playing exceptional so far. He's been playing good. He started off slow, but he's heating up real fast right now. The team, like I said, they're not that good, so they have to win more games for him to seriously be considered in this race. But right now, I think he's making a case and he's entering. And really, the only true knock that I have on that offense is the offensive line. Joe Mixon hasn't really gotten going running the ball. The offensive line, Joe Burrow is still one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL. That's something that's got to be fixed. He took some hits against the Falcons that were really questionable and that you were grimacing at if you're that GM. You don't want to see him taking those hits, but that offensive line still has to get it together. However, you know how we do it on this channel. I'm done talking. Let's roll the tape. Okay, so this is the first play here. And I feel that in this game, the Falcons defensive coordinator, he was too worried. You can tell when a defensive coordinator is worried. When I show you guys this play, you're going to see exactly what I mean when I say the defensive coordinator was worried. He put his guys in bad position all throughout most of these plays that I'm going to show you. Right here, he has AJ Terrell. We see Jamar Chase lined up on the outside and AJ Terrell is covering. However, he's manned up and he has safety help over the top. The defensive coordinator all throughout practice, I'm pretty sure this is a scheme they went over. They thought we're going to get him with this. You know, this is going to work. This is something that we're going to rely on this game. But after this play, you're going to see this is something that he throws out of the playbook because it doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because you essentially have AJ Terrell manned up and you're giving him safety help over the top. I'm pretty sure you said we don't want to leave Jamar one-on-one. So the safety is thinking that in his mind, I can't leave this guy on the island with Jamar Chase. But if you're playing cover two and the corner on the opposite side is playing the flat, now when they run two vertical routes, you really put that safety in a bind. And we're going to see it here. The safety finds himself in a horrible position that you never want to be in. He has to pick and then he just loses his footing. Right here, you're going to see T. Higgins threatening, and you're also going to see the tight end threatening. Right here, he has to make a decision because you see this guy covering the flat route and you also see the vertical route. He loses his footing because he gets outran. He's giving up so much ground because you can't just automatically run with the seam. You have to give it time to develop because if you do that, then you're just giving up an easy route to the sideline. So that's why he gives up so much ground. He catches himself in a bad position and he loses his footing. Wide open, touchdown. Right here, this is another example of what I mean when I say the defensive coordinator is putting these guys in bad positions. Right here, you have your edge rusher bluffing and he's dropping into a hook zone. That you can tell when a guy's not used to being in coverage, and right here we're going to see it. He bluffs, and this makes it way too easy for Joe Burrow. He's going to throw that 10 times out of the week. He's going to throw it every single time that he sees it. That's his read every time. He's not even second guessing it. So we look at here. We see the edge rusher. He's going to bluff, and then he drops into that hook zone. You're already beat. You're already beat in your zone. A guy has already settled in the zone behind you, and this is a timing throw by Joe Burrow. As soon as the guy settles, the ball is already gone. As soon as he settles and he's turning around, the ball is on his numbers. Good completion, big time play. Again, I'm sick and tired of saying it. What did I say the theme of this team was? Bad play calling. You're putting guys in positions they don't need to be in. You're putting linebackers in vulnerable positions in coverage. As a defensive coordinator, you're supposed to play to your strength. These guys are playing to their weaknesses. Like, what are you really calling right now? Right here, we're going to see this. And it's also a communication issue. I see the outside linebacker. Again, outside linebacker in coverage once again. Right here, we see he bluffs. He drops off. He communicates to the nickel to pick that up in the flat. And then he leaves the running back wide open coming out. He leaves the running back wide open coming out. Nobody communicates this. And we see a linebacker to the far side of the field. But the reason that he can't even play it is because he has to get the scrambling Joe Burrow. And why does he have to get the scrambling Joe Burrow? You have no outside rusher. What are you doing? What are you doing? You have no outside rusher, no outside contain. Now your tackle is crashing down. Joe Burrow has an easy scramble out of the pocket, and he has no option but to pick that up. And now we see the guy here. He's forced to run with this. He can't get there. Big time throw. And the most impressive thing about this throw to me, you're playing against cover 3, and it's a tight window throw. I love those tight window throws because it's about timing. It's about accuracy. It's about velocity. Every elite trait that a quarterback should have, that's what you need to get the ball in a tight window. That's what Joe Burrow has. He has the power. He gets this throw, and he has the perfect timing. Like I said, we're going against a cover 3 look, so you know there's going to be some holes, and target those linebackers. The Falcons linebackers did not play well at all in coverage in this game, and he targeted them all day. And right here, we just see Tyler Boyd running across the field. Tyler Boyd also, by the way, had an exceptional game, him and Jamar Chase, but we see him running across the field until he finds the sweet spot in that zone, and he's right here. You see the linebacker, he sees him, but let's be realistic. This guy cannot do anything with Tyler Boyd. That's just the honest truth. They putting him in bad positions. Right here, we see this. This is a tight window throw. I want you to look at the corner, how he's playing this guy right here, and he sees the threat coming across the field, but he can't get there in time. Like I said, it's a tight window because if you throw it late, he's there. But he doesn't throw it late. He throws it on time. Tight window. Great pass. And right here, I guess the Falcons just gave up. I guess they just said, we can't guard Jamar Chase. We can't guard T. Higgins. We can't guard nobody. We can't guard nobody on this football field. So we just gonna let them do what they want to do. Because you got you got Jamar Chase one-on-one with a second-year corner. And look at where the safety's at. You can already tell by your alignment. I don't even have to run the play. I can already tell by the alignment. I'm Joe Burrow. I'm throwing this to Jamar Chase. What are you thinking, Falcons defensive coordinator? You're putting too much trust in your guys. Play to your strengths. I don't know what this is because this is not strength. This is not your strength. You got Jamar Chase one-on-one with a second-year guy. And again, Joe Burrow with an elite throw makes the throw to where the safety can't get there. Touchdown. Touchdown. This is just bad defense, but Joe Burrow made some elite throws in this game.